Hello friends, many of you are doing competitive coding on various platforms like HackerRank, Codeforces, but some of you don't know how to take input and how to print the output on the competitive coding platform like CodeShare. Yeah, you all know to code, but when you start, you have to see that how we take the input and how output is printed and how the format of the question is, so we'll understand it. Firstly uh, firstly uh, this is how one page looks. um, you have to log in here. Here there is an option of login and password. See, I have logged in it using my user id, and here is the option of logout. So when you log into the page and enter any challenge like April challenge or any challenge, this page will come. And friends, here are the question to that problem, and in this part you can solve the code or provide the code to your question. So we'll see the question here. So here you can read the question in any of these languages. Here is the description of the question. Here is what will be the input for that question, and here is, and in this part they have given that what will be the output for the given input. And here they have given some boundary conditions, means constraints. The variable size should length size should be in the these constraints only. So let us go forward. uh, this is a simple example. I'll explain you this example in short. What he said that first they will give you t, that is a number of test cases, means they can be any. Here the constraints are given, they can be 1 to 100. Here in this example they have taken the t as 3. As you can see, first they will give you an input t, which is a number of test cases. Yeah, for each test cases we'll have this following problem. Means what? There are here it is said that there are n spots. N spots means we will consider there are 10 spot near the shop, and people wants to stand in that spot, and we have to avoid the spread of coronavirus from one person to another person. So here is a array of that spot, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 spot. And we are representing the number with 0 if no one is standing, and number with 1 in that array if a person is standing. So we have to maintain a 1 feet distance between them. 3 feet distance, sorry, 3 feet distance between one person, so that coronavirus will not be spread. If there is a distance, 3 feet distance maintained, then we'll provide our answer, yes, the coronavirus is not spread. And if the distance is not maintained properly, the we will mention in the answer, uh, we'll mention in the answer, yes, the coronavirus will be spread. So see here input. There are t number of test cases. There can be any from 1 to 100. uh, for each test case, I say you again, for each test case we will consider this problem again and again. As we go further, we will understand. The first line of each test case contains, means for each test case, this is given. For each test case, the first line of each test case contains a single integer n. As I already said, what is n? N is a number of spot in front of the shop, to stand for the people. And is a array of size n, and in which the people are going to stand. If a person is standing, it is represented by number 1. If there is no one on the spot, it will be represented by 0. And if the social distancing is maintained, that is 3 feet, we will print that yes, the social distancing is maintained, or we'll print no if it is not maintained. So let us see the input. As I said you, first input they will give us, that is t, the number of test cases. Means they have given the value of t is 3, means 3 test cases. This is one test case, this is the second, this, one second now, this is second test case, and remaining one, this is the third test case. For each test case there is a number n, number of spots, and an array of that size in which the people are standing. So for here we will consider that 3. For first test case, means this n is 3, means there are 3 spots, and there are 3 spots in which the people are going to stand. In the first spot, the one person is standing, so we have represented it by 1. On the second spot, no one is standing, so they have given us input as a 0. And on the third spot, one person is standing, so they have given us input 1. So these are all input. For first input is t, the number of test case. Then for each test case, for first test case, n is equal to 3, the number of spots, and 1 2 3 spots. Again we have to take 3 input. If the people is standing, 1, and if the person is not standing, then 0. Now we have to check that if the social distancing is maintained. If it is maintained, we have to print yes in output. If it is not maintained, then we have to print no in the output. So we have to maintain 3 feet social distancing, as that is mentioned in the above question. So we will check that 1 to 0, in each 2 spots there is a distance of 1 feet. So for a first test case, we'll consider that for this in between 1 and 0, 1 feet, 0 and 1 feet, means total it is 2 feet. So is the social distancing is maintained? No, because one person is standing here and another person is standing at a distance of 2 feet from him, so the social distancing is not maintained. So the answer in the output will be no. Yeah. Now for the second test case, as there are 3 test cases, I said you before, the second test case is this. For second test case, the input n number is 7, means there are 7 spot, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and they have given us input as for that spot 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. And now we have to check, is the social distancing maintained? Yeah, we'll see that from 1 to 0, 1 feet, 0 to 0, 1 feet, means 2 feet became, 0 to 0, 3 feet, 0 to 0, 4 feet, 0 to 0, 5 feet, and 0 to 1, 6 feet. The one person is standing here, and after 6 feet the another person is standing. The condition is that if the distance is less than or equal to 3 feet, then the social distancing is not maintained, the coronavirus will spread, and you have to print no, the social distancing is not maintained. And if it is maintained, then you have to print yes, the social distancing is maintained. So here in this case, as the distance is 6 feet, so the social distancing is maintained, yes. So here we print in the output yes. So friends, this is the type of input and output that we take in CodeChef. Now I will go back. Yeah, as I said you, here you can see the question, and here you can type the answer. if you double click on this part, so you will be taken to a new tab, and there you will have some id like this way, editor like this way. Here you have to select the language of your choice. I am selecting C++ as I am familiar with that, so C++ 14. So once you select the language, you have to type the code here. As I have already coded for this problem, I will print it here. Control V. Now input and output, as I said you in this problem, as first input was t, the number of test cases. So in our code we will see that here our code starts. So int t, c in t, this is number of test cases. There are 3 number of test cases, so this is the for loop for number of test cases. And after that, our main will end, and what we have to do all is that in this for loop only, for each test case, this for loop will execute one time. So int I is equal to 0, I is less than t, I means I is less than 3, the for loop will run 3 times, and this will run 3 times. And here we have took uh, input as t, number of test cases, means uh, the work of these 3 is done, means for we have taken these 3 input in our code. Now this loop will run 3 times, means one time for this test, one time for, one second, one time for this test case, second time for this test case, and third time for this one remaining test case. And for each test case we have to take input n, which is number of spots, and array for that number of spot. And after that we have to build our logic, and only print only print yes or no on the output screen. Yes. Now we'll go back to our code. We have took t as an input. For each test case we have to take n, the number of spots, so here we took c in n. And for each n, means there is a size of there is an array of size n. So here we'll accept all the inputs we for the uh, size input size of array n. These all inputs will run a for loop, and by doing c in arr of I till 7, we will accept this all input in that. And after that we'll type our code, and we'll apply our solution, and generally at the end we'll print c out yes if the social distancing is maintained, if a social distance is more than 3 feet, or will print no if the social distance is not maintained. If you want to check against the custom input, there is also solution provided before submitting the problem. See here, you can tick this and check against the custom input. Now I will go back to the problem. Now our input is this, so you can copy it, this input, and paste it here, control V. This input is provided by, they will are going to provide you. So against this input you are checking once before submitting your code. So this is the input. So you have typed your code, you will run again this input against this input. So let's see. Yeah, now this is your input and the answer you will get is the output no, yes, no, as they have shown in the problem. No, yes, no, in the same way. So uh, this type we accept the input and print the output on the output screen. And after we check the custom input, after we have checked the custom input by running the code, there is an submit option. There is the submit option. Through it we can directly submit the code. This is not a contest, this is only I am typing on their basic id, so there is no submit option. But when there is a contest going on, there is two options, run and submit. So for your convenience you can check it, run it before you submit the code. And after you checked your code and you are sure that your code is right, you can submit it on the server by clicking on submit button provided just adjacent to the run button, and your code will be submitted. So in this type you can accept the input and print the output on the output screen. So this is the basic description uh, for all the competitive coding platform, accepting the inputs and output. All the students know to code, but when they start they don't know how to accept the inputs and how to print the output on the output screen. So they get little disturbed, and they try once, twice, thrice, and if they don't understand they leave it. But once they understood the basic thing, how we take the input and how we print the output in on our output screen, so they can code. And after one or two codes they start developing an interest and keep on moving forward. So this was a basic description how we take input and print output on the output screen, and how we compile and run the code on the CodeChef platform. Now about our contest, code like a girl. In the same way you will be provided the output screen. Here you have to log in, and here this is showing the contest will start in 2 days, 13 hours, 18 minutes. So after the time ends, here you will be provided a link. You have to click on it and enter to the contest. See here, it is given name, code, successful submission, accuracy. The same page you will get the same page afterwards. So you can see the problems to your question here and submit the code here by double clicking on them. When you double click on it, this tab will open. Select appropriate language, run against the custom input if you want, or directly the submit button will be provided here. Submit your code. So that's all for the day. Thank you.